Story starts off, it opens up with Batman's tied up, is basically hallucinating, and he wakes up in a sewer and he's tied up, hallucinating on a bunch of different drugs. He's all beat up, and this introduces the villain. You've probably seen him in some video games. I don't know if he's been in anything animated. He was definitely in Batman Arkham Knight, but this introduces the villain of Deacon Blackfire. And basically, I think this is kind of the pseudo Batman Court of Owls before that book was came out. It's very, very similar, where Batman kind of, you know, he gets captured and he's kind of held captive for several weeks, and he goes missing. A lot of people don't know what happened to him. Strugglers, this book, actually, Robin's in this book, and it's actually Jason Todd. It was before he died, so Jim Starlin came in and did this series, and this is my favorite book with Jason Todd as Robin. Now, there's not a lot of Batman books in print right now with Jason Todd as Robin that is post-Crisis, because he became Robin right before Crisis on Infinite Earth in 1986. But a lot of people didn't like him, and then eventually they killed him off in Death of the Family. But this was before that, and I think Jim Starlin, it's kind of like, he kind of has, it's not really a Batman run, but I think he did a bunch of Batman books, and it kind of makes up for a run. I'd really love DC to make a collected edition somehow that kind of has everything he's written. So I think his Batman stuff is some of the most underrated work ever, especially this book. But it's like, he did Batman the Cult, and then he hopped on the main title. He also did 10 Nights of the Beast, which is awesome. That's kind of like Proto-Bane before they did Batman Nightfall. And then he also eventually did, of course, Death in the Family.